Real tragedy in Kentucky over the weekend, and they've been hit by a massive tornado. Dozens of people are dead, hundreds more missing, and God, the death toll just keeps going up because, yeah, people are being found, but unfortunately they're under debris, such as in that picture there. Like, there's no silver lining in this story here. This is just all fucking bad, so we're just going to try to trudge through as quickly as possible because it's important stuff to talk about, and there's some real fucking grifters at the ass end of this, but, God, there's no hope here. This just really sucks. At least 64 people were killed when 4 or more tornadoes struck Kentucky late Friday, Governor Andy Beshear is told in the press conference on Monday morning. Authorities believe the death toll may go up above 70, maybe 80. I've seen some reports of all the way up to 90 at this point, but it's really impossible. Like, the most recent up-to-date numbers, I think, are in the 70s, but like, this article ain't that old. But at least 105 Kentucky residents are still unaccounted for as National Guard personnel and hundreds of other local first responders search for survivors, clear debris, and give food and water to those who lost their homes. At least 4 tornadoes struck Kentucky before the weekend started, with one staying on the ground over 200 fucking miles. Oh, God, I couldn't think of a more helpless situation. Early estimates peg the number of homes damaged or destroyed in the thousands. The death may be confirmed in 8 counties and damage surveyed in 19 counties. Holy shit. City of Mayfield was essentially razed, oh my God, while other areas, including Bowling Green, saw significant damage. It was hard when your whole life gets taken away in a few minutes, Deborah Gibson, 68, of Bowling Green, told Lexington Herald Leader after her apartment was torn apart. Well, if it was her apartment, it was probably several other apartments because there's no hope to be found here. Oh, with the amount of damage and rubble, it may be weeks or even more before they have a final count of the number of lost lives. Yep. God damn it. President Joe Biden on Sunday declared a major federal disaster in Kentucky. Oh, is he going to fucking strap on the safety vest and put on the hard hat to go down there and help people out? Or is he just going to say, oh yeah, just federal disaster and here's some cash? Which is, of course, important, but are you going to go down there and visit people? Are you going to go down there and actually see what the fuck is going on? Or are you just going to treat it like the southern border and then just realize that Kentucky didn't vote for you and aren't even going to bother? I don't put anything past him at this point because, what was it too? All the major flooding? There was something recently that he didn't go and visit because he's just a worthless sack of shit. Major federal disaster in Kentucky due to the devastation, which removes limits on the amount of aid that can be given to the state and its residents. That's fair. Storms also struck Arkansas, Illinois. Really? Oh, okay. It's in that same general vicinity, I suppose. Missouri, Tennessee. National Weather Service teams are surveying the affected areas. Tens of thousands of people are without power, including 30,000 homes in Kentucky. Governor Bill Lee on Monday asked Biden for an emergency declaration in 9 counties impacted by the inclement weather. Yeah, it should just be for that entire fucking region affected because tornadoes aren't necessarily deferential to whatever type of land they run over. They're just going to cause fucking havoc everywhere. Emergency officials, first responders, and law enforcement brought hope where there was none in the aftermath of these storms. Lee said in a statement, our efforts will now be to bring as much relief as possible in these devastated communities. Tennessee has recorded at least 4 deaths from the tornado outbreak that, once again, this all fucking sucks. Illinois Governor Fat Ass issued a disaster declaration for multiple counties impacted by the storms and said his office is working with the White House and the federal emergency, FEMA, obviously, to access federal resources. Oh, of course, leave it up to Illinois to be right in bed with the White House, but again, I don't really blame him for this situation. 6 people died in Edwardsville after a roof of an Amazon warehouse collapsed, which a lot of horror stories are coming out of there. Which, man, Amazon, the way that they run their business, questionable to say the least, but not the topic of this story. Missouri, which had recorded 2 deaths, saw hundreds of homes and buildings damaged or destroyed. Though that's from Tennessee, which, as you can see, some of the devastation because, yeah, it was running wild. We are deeply saddened to learn of the loss of life caused by this powerful sustained storm. We are praying for the family and friends of those we have lost, Governor Mike Parsons said in a statement. Governor of Missouri, Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson, said he witnessed what the storms did while flying over some of the communities. Why was he caught in one of the tornadoes? As you fly over some of the communities that are impacted, there's swaths of houses that are destroyed. People are displaced. Wow, thanks. Very powerful statement you had there, Asa. Good input. Several people have died in Arkansas. Oh yeah, but a lot of people have been displaced and all that kind of stupid shit. But more specifically about Kentucky, tolls seem worse than initially, particularly in a candle factory in Mayfield, but 94 survivors have been reached, 8 workers dead, and another 8 still missing, Bashir said. That's good-ish, I guess. A similar situation played out in a nursing home. Oh my god. In Monette, Arkansas, where a nursing home was struck, it was like heaven stuck the roof up and all the contents of it. Hutchinson said, but just one life was lost, and that was a miracle. Yeah, it was probably who ended up just shitting themselves and fucking passing out from the heart attack of seeing the roof just magically disappear. But jokes aside, going back to Kentucky, yeah, unfortunately they found somebody else succumbed to their injuries, and it's a 2-month-old girl dies of her injuries 2 days after her parents strapped her into a car seat and huddled into their bathroom as a killer twister ripped through the state. Ugh, God, that fucking sucks, dude. 2-year-old or 2-month-old? Unfortunately, there's pictures, and it's definitely a 2-month-old, so that's just a typo. It died 2 days after the parents tried in vain to protect her and her siblings from a deadly tornado that ripped through Kentucky by hiding in a bathroom. Oaklynn Koon, no jokes, swollen head, suffered a stroke, a swollen head, and injuries to her neck. When the twister hit. Not directly on the kid. That would be pretty devastating. Parents had strapped her into a car seat in the bathroom, put her brothers in the bathtub, and covered themselves in pillows, but they were thrown from the Dawson Springs home and onto the other side of the neighbor's house. On Monday, little Oaklynn succumbed to her injuries. Parents Doug's and Jackie Koon said on Facebook, "At least I know who will be watching over you from up there. My dad. God, this doesn't seem real," they wrote. That's just fucking shitty. Oaklynn is one of 74 people confirmed dead in the Friday storm, and more than 100 people are still missing. Yeah, because it was 64, so another 10 people are dead. So, God. During a press briefing Monday afternoon, Governor Andy Beshear and First Lady Brittany Beshear, spell your name better, addressed the state and their efforts to help Kentuckians displaced by the storm. Beshear, who choked up again, confirmed the death toll had risen by 10. Since his morning press conference, he said at least 109 people remain unaccounted for. So again, the same amount of people are still unaccounted for. Fuck. At least 448 National Guard members are assisting with rescue and recovery efforts, and FEMA is already on the ground helping displaced families. So yeah, that's the picture, and we're not going to linger on that because that's just too fucking sad. Like another kid, one of the other Koon's kids that was thrown across the road. Oh God, really sorry and emotional, Beshear said during a press briefing Monday. This fucking sucks. Addressing those still searching for their loved ones. You're not supposed to lose people like this, and to not know and not have the information has got to make it that much harder. While noting the toll from the deadly storm was lower than he initially feared, Beshear said he expects the toll to increase possibly to 80 as the search continues to sift through the rubble. Yeah, the longer the search goes on, the more hours amassed in the entire reclamation effort. Yeah, those death tolls are unfortunately going to be going up. That's just a fact of life. He noted that the numbers will continue to fluctuate as officials search, and it may be weeks before we have the counts on both the deaths and the levels of destruction. It looks like it's going to be a fucking lot. The Koon's family ran over to Jackie's mother's house where the eldest son was staying before the storm hit. Doug shared how they huddled together in a bathroom with their 2 sons laying in a bathtub with pillows over them, and Oaklynn strapped into a car seat, figuring that would give her the most protection. That's not like a terrible idea. Not really. I'm not really familiar with a proper tornado strategy, but really, yeah, that kind of seems like fairly logical thoughts. Nothing is scarier. Oh, nothing is ... scarier. I should use proper punctuation. Then knowing a tornado is heading your way and hearing your kids freaking out and thinking we are going to die. Well, you don't need to think that, but you can't control what the other kids are going to do. But, obviously. It's the most traumatic thing I've ever been through, he told MSNBC on Sunday as his daughter battled for her life. I felt like I was helpless in protecting my kids against it. Yup. I don't even have kids, and I feel helpless when it comes to that. It's just all fucking sucks. Let's get the injured kid off the screen. Christ. Oh, God. I'm not going down either, because it's just a picture of the smiling kid. This all fucking sucks. And people grandstanding on this in order to push, oh, we need to pass Build Back Better so we'd have smaller fucking tornadoes. Tornadoes hit the quote-unquote Tornado Alley, okay? Every fucking year, you fucking panel van enthusiast. This guy looks like every sketch of everybody of who is the man who abducted you and touched you, okay? Climate alarmist Michael Mann. We need to pass Build Back Better to keep tornadoes from getting worse. Yeah, because throwing money at the tornadoes or what? It's going to slow it down? Fuck off. Monday on MSNBC. So yeah, after they're done, interviewing the father of the kid who's who's in the ICU, yeah, you just bring on this fucking dickhead who he can just say, oh, if we just spend more money and we stop cows from farting. Fuck off. Andrea Mitchell reports climate scientist Michael Mann emphasized the importance of getting President Joe Biden's Build Back Better agenda passed. According to Mann, the bill, which he notes, has climate provisions that will address the problems of the deadly tornadoes such as the one across the central United States over the weekend would prevent future tornadoes from being worse. How? Let's hear this 10 IQ take. We need to pass Build Back Better because the bill has climate provisions that will address this problem at its core, which is the warming of the planet due to carbon pollution and fossil fuel burning. So that's most important. We can prevent this from getting worse if we act on climate now. How about you reduce your carbon footprint and then just, make sure you don't create any more footprints on the ground. Best possible way to do that, just affix yourself to one of your rafters. Make sure no feet are touching the ground. That's most important. We can prevent this from getting worse if we act on climate now. Yep, just grandstand on dead kids. Just like a politician. Just like a fucking activist would. Man, hopefully, this is a childish hope, but hopefully the 109 people that are still out there, they all get found, nobody else has to die because a bunch of fucking injured dead kids. Just sucks any way you slice it, but just trying to fucking push your political agenda off the back of this. I hope the next tornado that runs through sucks you up, but it better be a big fucking gust of wind because look at the size of you fat prick. But with that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.